Hey YouTube, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be just sharing about a project that my mom are going through because those of you who have watched some of my previous videos know that I have numbness and my hands aren't working right now. So just as soon as I was about supposed to launch into stepping my foot into the world and getting not a first, but getting my first part-time job in a long time, um, now all of a sudden my life seems to be on hold again. But I've kind of been living in an alternate reality anyway since I was very young. So I'm just going to stay here for a little while and take some time to do some things and to remain positive and do some things that I may otherwise never have time to get to. About 3 years ago, we were gifted the family photos from my grandma's collection. And I know that my grandma always meant to sort through them and get through them, and she treasured them very much, but she just never quite got around to it. She was a very busy person. She was raising a family. And, and taking care of all of us and, all the uncles and grandkids and everything else. Cooking. Oh, she loved to cook. It was the best food, too. Um, so what my mom and I are doing now is a project to spend our days because I'm not leaving the house. Because when I get those shooting pains going up and down my arms like I hit my funny bone and it causes my body to release adrenaline, the only thing that will make it stop is if I go and lay down on the floor. Well, if I'm in a car in rush hour traffic, I can't get out and lay down on the sidewalk. Or if I'm at the grocery store, I can't just lay down on the floor at the grocery store. So I'm really kind of struggling with the agoraphobia. I don't want to leave the house unless if I'm going very, very, very close by. So this is a project that we're doing to keep us busy, going through all the family photos, and then we're going to in our hallway, we're going to build a memorial hall. Some of the people, of course, obviously our loved ones who are still alive, but a lot of our loved ones that are no longer with us. They're all going to be lined up on our hall so that we can see them and kind of be surrounded by them so that we may never forget and keep their memory alive just as we walk down our hall. So I'm just going to share a couple of photos with you. Due to me caring about my retention rate, I won't go through more. But we have probably 10,000 photos to go through. So this is me when I was a baby. A lot of glare on the camera, but that's me when I was a baby. And this was my grandma when she was just a little girl. And legend has it that when she was a little girl, she used to get car sick. So they would actually put her on the fender of the car, and somebody would hold her, some ledge of the car, and she would actually ride on the outside of the car. It was a big family, anyways. So she would ride on the outside of the car, so when she would throw up, it wouldn't get inside the car. And this is a picture of my mother, who ended up becoming the best autism mom in the whole wide world. That is my mom. And we also found some other cool stuff because my grandparents used to own uh, the Embassy Supper Club, where they served food, they had entertainment, it was a bar, and a lot of famous people at the time would come in and eat over there. So this is a picture, an autographed picture from Leo Carrillo, who played Pancho in the Cisco Kid, and his horse Loco. This was hanging in their restaurant. And my mom and I actually binge watched the Cisco Kid within the last 2 years. And so this is just really cool. It says, "Love you, amigos, Pancho and Loco." And Leo Carrillo was, kind of, he was really good. I mean, the Cisco Kid was about, they were fugitives, but to the poor, they were considered like Robin Hood types because, sometimes when you're dealing with good and evil, the bad guys aren't always bad and the good guys aren't always good. So sometimes the lines blur when you're working with good and evil. And so Leo Carrillo, actually, his pronounced accent that he did when they would film sections of the show, other people in the studio would actually pick up this accent and start talking like him because he's just kind of rubbed off on them. So that's the project that we're working on lately to keep my mind occupied, and it's going to be really cool when it's done. And it's just one of those things that, since I'm kind of just on a timeout right now, that it's a productive thing that we can do that we have been actually talking about doing for several years. So now it's going to get done. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day, people.